Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to our second game of the tournament. The Houston Eagles against the Houston Thunder. A couple of homeschool teams from the Houston area. Actually, I think there's quite a few of them in Houston. 4 or 5 different teams, I do believe. So the Thunder and Eagles to go after each other here today. The Eagles will hit first. Their starting lineup, leading off and playing center, is Daniel Goss. Batting second in right field is Aaron Meyerhoff. The pitcher, John Marco, will hit third. Cleanup hitter is Chris Wen, the left fielder. First pitch of the game popped up down the first base line and played there by the second baseman, Mosh Horn. That's 1 up, 1 down for the Eagles here in the first. Hitting fifth, the DH, Stephen White. Batting sixth, down at first base will be Nolan Rising. Catching and hitting seventh is Evan Christofferson. Shortstop Cody Wen will hit eighth, and batting ninth is third baseman Kevin McKylan. I'll give you the Thunder lineup here momentarily. Delivery off speed, misses low and in. 1-0 the count on Meyerhoff. Kyle Kitchen, the right-hander on the mound for the Thunder to get things started off here this morning. I know we moved up game time here. That's the HWSA moving up game times. Try to take care of all these games as much as we can here today with the weather moving in. That misses inside, and it's quickly 3-0 on Meyerhoff. So defensively for the Thunder, as delivery here, a fastball right down the middle, and the count will go to 3-1. Out and left is Calvin Pauly. Daniel Yo will play center. Over and right is Ashlyn Taylor. Around the infield, Frederick Hinkle is at third. This popped up into center field, dead center for Daniel Yoe, and he'll come down with it. So 2 up, 2 down. Now John Markle will stand in, the pitcher and number 3 hitter in this lineup. Around the infield, Hinkle at third, David Burzens at shortstop, Mosh Horn at second.
I don't know if that's Moshe or I don't know what that is. And Will Insel.
Will Insel at first, Sean McIntyre behind the plate, and as we mentioned, Kyle Kitchen out on the mound. This fouled out of play.
And once again, if we have some names wrong, please bear with us.
Oh, and also, I got to remember to
do your outs.
Fresh my outs here. We still have some issues with, I think, a bad connection on this camera or whatever. The picture tends to go from clear to blurry in a millisecond. So we've been working with that a little bit today, trying our best to get that figured out to where we can get it clear all the time. This chopper up the first base line gets past the second baseman and into right field. So a 2-out single off the bat of John Markle.
Was John Markle wearing number 6 out there? We don't have a number in the front. Okay.
So Kitchen comes set. Delivers. Off-speed pitch misses low and in. So Chris Wen, the cleanup hitter and left fielder, steps up there now for the Eagles, trying to get something going here in the first. 2 outs, top of inning 1, no score so far. Off-speed pitch, that misses low and in. And the count now 2-0 on Wen. There goes the runner at first. Chopper down towards second base. They go to second, and we'll get the force there. Nice play by Horn over to the shortstop Burzens, and that will do it here in the top of the first. So no runs on 1 hit for the Eagles. We'll head to the bottom of inning number 1. Thunder due up, no score here on the Christian Internet Sports Network. To the bottom of the first we go. No score. Leading things off for the Thunder will be Kyle Kitchen. Batting second and playing center field today is Daniel Yohe. Batting third, the second baseman, Mosh Horn. Sean McIntyre, the catcher, will hit cleanup. Batting fifth in left field is Calvin Pauly. Frederick Hinkle will hit sixth and play third base. Will Insel will bat seventh and play at first. Shortstop David Berzins will hit eighth, and batting ninth in right field is Ashlyn Taylor. 1-0 the count here. On the mound for the Eagles is John Markle. He'll deliver here at right down the middle, and the count will even up at 1-1. So,
we've been fortunate. Score. We've got one full game in and started the second one. Storm looks to our west and still to our north.
It's creeping closer and closer and closer the longer we wait, though.
I guess I understand. One way is saying the radar and all showed up toward where we're staying in Orlando. It was wide out rain, I guess.
I'm pulling it up now. We'll find out shortly what it looks like. That fastball over the inside corner. So the count will even up now at 2-2. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure you don't want to witness what's on the horizon. There's a strike on that pitch down the middle. And down on strikes goes Kyle Kitchen. 1 up, 1 down. Daniel Yohe, the center fielder, will stand in.
Thunder going all around the left of us, all around the west of us, on toward the north. I think we're in for it.
I'm not really sure where we're at on this thing. This popped up down the first base line, up in the foul territory.
Oh, nice hustle.
Getting turned around a little bit. Down there was Nolan Rising. Tried to go back over his shoulder to make the play and could not. Tough play, though. So
yeah, that was a tough play.
0-1 the count on Daniel.
Thought for a second that he was going to get it. He got turned around there and was trying to come back to get it. But it dropped right off to the right of his glove, just about 6 inches.
You're letting me slack on my duties here of updating the outs.
I don't know why you're falling behind in that.
Misses low.
You're trying to do that, trying to do the scorebook and
trying to check the weather.
At the same time, check the weather.
And I'm trying to fix our blurry camera problem, which keeps
coming back
rearing its ugly head. Right now, it's a little blurry, but it was way worse earlier. Hopefully, we can get that fixed for you. So 2-1 the count.
Well, we've heard the rumblings of thunder off to our west here. And hopefully it'll stay out a little while longer here.
I was trying to figure out where we were on this map. Where is Lakeland at? Is that farther over? There's a swing and a miss.
Lakeland is to your left on that, toward Tampa.
Well, Lakeland's right there.
There. Okay, we're to the right.
So we're somewhere.
We're probably not very far out. We're right in there somewhere. Nope, I touched it.
That misses low and away, so
what do you got? The Winter
count
Haven.
Goes full at 3-2.
Okay, we're just north of Winter Haven.
So we're somewhere up in
right
here.
There, yeah.
Well, so far
it's right.
This is coming right here.
Look at that.
That's a coming, and in the not too distant future, I'm afraid. There's a fastball called strike 3 over that inside corner, and Daniel down on strikes, back-to-back strikeouts for John Merkel, and that will bring Horn to the plate here. The only problem with this is if this game gets delayed, I literally have to leave this thing on the whole time, or we lose the link and I got to create a new one, and that'll be a half disaster. Off-speed pitch misses inside. 1-0 the count on Horn. So Merkel will wind and fire. 1-0 pitch popped up into center. Should be playable, though. Drifting over to make the play is Daniel Goss. And that'll do it for the first. So no runs in inning 1. No hits, couple of strikeouts. We'll head to the second. No score between the Eagles and Thunder. Back here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. To the second we go. No score between Eagles and Thunder. Leading things off for the Eagles will be Stephen White, the DH. It's White, Rising, and Christopherson. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Eagles here in the second. This delivery right down the middle, 0-1. The count on White. Kyle Kitchen, the righty, in his second inning of work here for the Houston Thunder. Off speed, that stays up and in. The count now evens up at 1-1. Fastball missing away. Well, 3 games scheduled today. Should we be able to get around some of the raindrops and thunder and all kinds of storms sweeping across Florida? That 1 game in, working on the second here. Fastball down the middle. The count goes to 2-2. So far, been fairly lucky today. From what we hear, it's up by Orlando. Everybody's getting pounded, but it's skirted around us here for the most part so far today. This foul back out of play, and the count will stay at 2-2. So the delivery here way up and in, and the count will move now full at 3-2.
Making him work a little bit.
Oh, we've managed to garner a few viewers here. Everybody, there's a shot, and that's a fair ball inside the third base line. That had to be barely fair. Rounding first, headed to second is White. He will cruise in there with a leadoff double for the Eagles.
Boy, that had seeing eyes. That went right down the line, right past third base. Like you said, that had just barely be fair. And it was right down the line.
Well, Nolan Rising will stand in. Runner at second, nobody out. So Rising's grandfather watching in California.
Yeah, Grandpa and Grandma.
That's fastball down the middle. So if they've logged on here already, good morning to you out in California. Boy, you want to talk about an early time to get up and check out some baseball. It's still eating your Wheaties. Off-speed pitch over the outside corner for a strike. Count now 0-2. Should be about 8:30 out there. So.
Yeah, we'll try to remember them just a little bit later on in case they get on the air a little late, thinking the game doesn't start till 11:30. They're rushing things up here because of the weather.
Fastball, that misses away. The count now 1-2.
And according to radar, we got weather west of us coming this way that looks pretty fearsome.
Delivery here off speed. Boy, that's a beautiful pitch. Missed inside just a little, so the count goes to 2-2.
Well, that was a close pitch. I forgot we changed umpires. So he'd been calling that strike, but this is a different umpire.
Well, that misses low and away, and the count goes full at 3-2, and that cooler wind starting to move in now too. I think
wind. Yeah, see that flag out there starting to blow the other way now.
I think it's
left to right.
Only a matter of time here. That pitch misses up high, and a walk issued to Rising. So White out at second, Rising now down at first. That will bring Evan Christopherson, the catcher, to the plate.
Ooh, that is getting chilly.
Yeah, it's not far away, I'm afraid.
The wind has switched directions from what it was. We had a pretty good wind blowing earlier, the opposite from our south side to the west side. This is from the west side toward the south side.
And there's a bunt. That's a beautiful bunt. Flip down to first. They'll get him there. But a nice sacrifice bunt from Christopherson.
And move the runners up. Got him on second and third now.
And
one out.
Cody Wen to the plate here for the Eagles. Well, you're watching at home. You can tell it's not one of those bright, sunny Florida days.
No, in fact, you see on the field next to us, they've turned the lights on over there.
Yeah, it's getting about to that.
Yes, it is.
Pretty soon.
We're not joking either. I mean, it's getting darker, and we've looked on the radar, and there's some big thunderstorms heading our way.
That misses away. 1-0 the count on Cody, the number 8 hitter and shortstop for the Eagles. Well, this year we have much less electrical things going on.
Right.
So we should be able to pretty well protect everything, I do believe. That hit the batter hit him. Must have hit him on the elbow.
I'm going to try to hold that paper down a little bit with that. Keep my
So
hand part of it.
Cody hit by a pitch,
That
and
loads
that's
him
going to
up.
load it up for the number 9 hitter. The 9 hitter being Kevin McKylan. Well,
Kevin's got a great opportunity here.
Oh, here you go. See, you're letting me slack off.
You can get an out, did you?
If I just remember to upload the outs on here, we'd be fine. That misses away, so 1-0 the count.
Oh, you didn't put the first out up there? Oh,
I just got to get back in the habit of putting the. I was just going to do innings for all this, and I thought, well, it'd be a little bit helpful if we do outs. It's only helpful if we do outs if I remember to do them. And there's a
nice
pitch over the outside corner, so 1-1 the count.
Okay, Kyle going to have to bear down here a little bit. Bases loaded, 1 out. Looking for double play ball here.
Just foul back to the screen. The count will move to 1-2.
And Kevin's looking for an opportunity to drive in a couple runs here. All he got to do is get the ball in the outfield somewhere. If he can get it down the first base side, a ground ball, he can score one as well.
That's fouled back to the screen. Count will stay at 1-2.
Huh? Oh.
1-2 delivery, fastball, that missed away. I mean, that had to just missed.
Might have been just a smidgen high. I don't know. It was close, boy. Kitchen would like to have that one.
2-2 delivery. This popped up down the first base line. This could be a tough play. Drifting over, and it's out of the reach of the second baseman, Horn. 1 run will score, and everybody will hold up. I told you that was going to be a difficult play for Horn to make over there. It is a single and an RBI off the bat of Kevin.
I was a little surprised. The first baseman took a step, and then he came back in to cover first base, and he was by far the closest man to the play.
Well, the Eagles a 1-0 lead. This chop back up the middle, play to second for 1, throw to first is in time. The double play, but another run will score.
No, it wasn't double play.
Or excuse me, 1 play. Yeah, I was looking down here.
Yeah, got him in second base and really the
yes,
first
9 time at first. Yes,
2 away, but a couple runs in now.
I was thinking double play because that's probably what it should have been. That's what I get for doing too many things at once. There's a fastball down the middle, 0-1 the count now on Aaron Meyerhoff.
Aaron flied out to right field or center field last time up. Now we got our lights on here now too. Boy, that made a difference. Nice curve.
And there goes the runner into second. There's an easy stolen base for Goss, excuse me.
Yeah, they just let him have it. They didn't even bother throwing to second. McIntyre had to get out of his catcher stance and go back over to his right a couple of steps to get that pitch. And by the time he got turned around, there was no throw to second anyway. Might have to be forced to put on my jacket. Never thought it'd be that problem in the middle of damn Florida down here. There's a fly ball to right field.
Right, and nice play made out there in right by Ashlyn Taylor, and that will bring the inning to a close. Well, a little bit of damage done, though. 2 runs in the inning for the Eagles on a couple of hits. And we will head to the bottom of inning 2. 2-0 the lead for the Eagles over the Thunder. Back here in just a moment. To the bottom of the second we go. It's a 2-0 lead for the Houston Eagles here over the Houston Thunder. As Sean McIntyre, the catcher and cleanup hitter, to start things off for the Thunder here. Off-speed pitch is a strike. John Merkel into his second inning of work now. Right-handed pitcher lines and fires. That misses low and in. The count now 1-1.
Not exactly a fast-moving game. That top of the second took a little time there.
On low offering, so 1-2 the count now on McIntyre. 2 runs for the Eagles on 3 hits so far. No runs, no hits for the Thunder here in the bottom of the second. Off-speed pitch popped up on the infield. Should be playable. In fact, for the pitcher Merkel, he's got it. And 1 gone for the Thunder here in the second. That will bring Calvin Pauly, the left fielder, to the plate.
Remember the daily double they used to say for the Cubs? It was the first guy, the center fielder.
Daily double. I remember the double play combination of Tinkers, Evers, and Chance. That misses low and away. 1-0 the count on Pauly. Pauly followed by Hinkle here in this lineup for the Thunder. Remember that? Tinkers, Evers, and Chance from
you said it, yes.
I think it was from the 20s or the 30s. And the ironic thing about that is they didn't really turn that many double plays. Off-speed pitch misses inside. If you ever look at they kind of, I think, made the double play a little bit more popular than it was. And they were popular players at the time. Fastball over the inside corner makes it 2-1. But in retrospect, comparing them to other double play combinations, they didn't turn nearly as many as a lot of other double play combinations did, but they just happen to be famous for it. There's a chopper back out to Merkel on the mound, try to come up with it, fouled it a little bit, but flips it over to first. Out goes 1-3, 2 up, 2 down for the Thunder here in the second. And now Frederick Hinkle, the third baseman, to hit for Houston.
Well, Houston's.
I'm gonna be careful if I call them Houston. We got Eagles and Thunder. As that will bounce back to the screen. In fact, there's a really good view of the catcher. That's Christopherson coming back here to pick up the ball. I mean, that's,
I don't know if he realized how
as close as you can get. Well, the rain starting to fall now, I do believe.
Uh-oh.
Off-speed pitch misses.
And that could last a long time.
It could. Well, if that rain starts falling, we might have to start moving that camera if it gets too wet.
I guess I could hold it and we can look through the wire here.
Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch as Will Insel is there.
Well, he is one tall first baseman.
1-1 the count with 2 outs here. There's a swing and a miss, and the count will move to 1-2.
He is swinging about 3 inches above as the pitch is lower down toward his knees, which isn't low. His knees are high, but his swing is going right over the top of it.
Off speed. Boy, that's a good-looking pitch right there. Misses just inside, though, and the count will go to 2-2.
Will's very, very fortunate I wasn't umpiring.
Saying you would have rang him up?
I'd have rung him up.
Off speed, there you go.
It took
one too many. Off speed pitch over the inside corner. Down on strikes goes Will Insel. No runs on the inning. How did Hinkle get to first? I think I was doing about 3 things.
I was just going to say the same thing. I didn't have Hinkle doing anything.
Well, I'll have to double check on that. We'll be back in a moment with the top of the third. 2-0 the lead for the Eagles back here in just a moment on the Christian Internet Sports Network. To the third we go. John Merkel to lead things off for the Eagles. Oh, and 1 the count. Fastball misses up and in. And the count will move to 1-1. Well, I tell you what, that rain's starting to fall now. We're going to have to try to figure out exactly what to do with all this. So far, no real lightning to speak of, though. Off-speed pitch hits Merkel, and he will head down to first. So 3, 4, 5 hitters to start things off for the Eagles. Merkel reaches base, and now it's the cleanup hitter, Chris Wen. Wen 0 for 1 so far here today. Got the lights on the field. I'm telling you, it cooled down a lot too. We got to be probably in the low 70s.
Yeah, well, yes. And I think we're going to need a large umbrella.
A very large umbrella. You're
cover
correct.
This whole field.
A swing and a foul tip back to the screen. 0-1 the count.
Hope it'll hold. It would be nice if this would hold off through this game.
I got to figure out a way to protect what I got here. Some of it's underneath that thing, which I think I can move back in there enough to avoid a few things here, but if it gets raining too heavily, I'm going to have to move that camera too. Right now I can get away with it.
The one thing you've got in your favor with the camera is the wind's coming from the opposite direction.
Yeah,
so
and it's kind of protected. Yeah, the canopy we have here is protecting some of that. There's a shot deep into right field over the head of the right fielder. And rounding first, headed to second is Wen. They're going to send the runner at third, and he will come in to score on a triple off the bat of Chris Wen. So an RBI triple scores John Merkel. And that will make it a 3-0 lead for the Eagles. So the Eagles lead at 3-0. That was a pretty hard shot off the bat of Wen. Matter of fact, the right fielder, Ashlyn Taylor, I think thought he had a beat on it a little bit and just couldn't quite get back there fast enough. So the RBI triple makes it now 3-0 Eagles. We are in the top of the third, and nobody out as Stephen White, the DH, already has doubled and scored in this game. This misses up and in. Now 2-0 the count on White with Nolan Rising over on deck for the Eagles. I don't want to have too many long conversations with the mound in this game or you won't be playing it.
That's true.
Fastball misses up and in. Now 3-0 the count. It is raining at the moment. Just kind of a light rainfall, but so far you can kind of play through this. There's a walk issued to Stephen White. Runners at first and third with nobody out. And Nolan Rising to the plate. Rising walked and scored in the second inning. Now the rain's getting a little bit heavier. Raindrops getting a little bit bigger. And oh boy, there's some big old raindrops coming down.
Look at the size of those.
There's a bunt all the way back to the screen. Runner was going. That was Stephen White.
I mean, to tell you, those are huge drops.
I might have to. Move a couple of things here to try to keep a few things out of the direct rainfall. This miss is low. One and one the count on Rising.
Oh, come on. Oh, rain, rain, rain.
got some raindrops on our camera. There's a shot in the left field. I mean, that's a blast, and what a catch. Caught back and left by Pauly. Relays it back to the infield. I'm surprised he got that thing. That was hit on a rope. Playing just deep enough that he had to reach back over his head, but it still scores a run from third in the form of Wen. And it's now a 4-0 lead.
That was a fine play by Pauly in left field. He was going back. That ball was hit a ton. He was running back, looked over his left shoulder, turned around his right shoulder, and reached up as high as he could reach as he was running and caught that ball.
Pop up on the infield, caught down toward first for the second out of the inning.
Extra out? Oh, you did. Okay. Yeah, we're still getting our raindrops, but boy, that few of them were big. Oh, look down there behind us.
So 4-0 the lead for the Eagles here in the top of the third. 2 gone. And that brings Cody Wen to the plate.
First base.
Off speed. That misses low. 1-0 the count on Wen. I might have to wrap my coat around those wires over there. I might get a whole bunch of stuff blowing up before too long.
Wish we brought some. Oh, on the car, I've got some plastic bags.
Can we have that poncho somewhere? There's a swing and a miss. Oh, 1-1 the count on Wen. I might just have to wrap it around all that stuff somehow. I don't know. Right now it's okay. Get much more water on it. It could be a problem.
What I was thinking about going to get a couple of those plastic bags that we brought the food in, and you can put that inside a bag.
You can see the clouds rolling by right on your video at home. Man, that's how fast these clouds are moving. They're very well visible on your screen at home.
It's been something else, that's for sure.
And it's been a whole week of rain here. Delivery here, swing and a miss on a fastball. And the count goes to 1-2.
Trying to get my attention back on the game again here.
It's coming down pretty good at the moment.
There's some big drops in it. I mean to tell you, they're like
fastball misses up high. Runner going at first. Throw to second is in plenty of time. Good throw from McIntyre. And White is caught stealing. So that will do it for the inning. We will head to the bottom of inning 3, a 4-0 lead for the Eagles over the Thunder. Back here momentarily. You're watching the HWSA World Series on the Christian Internet Sports Network. All right, well, we're officially in a delay, I believe, because of lightning, I think is the actual reason that we're delayed. It's not because of rain. We haven't had enough of that yet. But the lightning delay here in the third inning with the Eagles leading at 4-0. We're just going to kind of let things roll here. Leave the video feed open. I'll throw up the rain delay icon here, maybe if I can get it to work. There it is. All right, we're in a rain delay. The Eagles leading at 4-0. We'll leave it at that. I'll be back here in a little bit. We'll update you if things change, but as of right now, we are in a rain delay / lightning delay. Be back here in just a little bit. You're watching the HWSA World Series on the Christian Internet Sports Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what's going on, at least at the moment. We are still in a rain delay, and as you can tell, you're watching a green tarp that's covering our camera. We are still in a rain delay. The fields are under a couple inches of water at the moment, so there's absolutely no chance that we're playing baseball anytime soon. What they've told the teams is to head out of here, go back to a hotel, go get something to eat, go shop, go do whatever you want. They're going to give an hour and a half notice to all the teams when they decide that they'll be able to start playing baseball again. That could be 3 o'clock this afternoon. That could be 9 o'clock tonight. Nobody really has a clue when this rain's going to move through, and better yet, when they're going to be able to get the field ready to be played on. Even if this rain were to stop, and let's say the rain was to stop in the next half hour here. If the rain stops in the next half hour, you've got at least an hour or two worth of work to do on this field to even get it in playing condition. So right now, even if the rain were to stop now, you're looking at least a 3 o'clock start time this afternoon. My guess is that would be the earliest possible, and we're looking really at 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and that's if the rain stops. They're talking about the rain not stopping all day, and as a matter of fact, they're talking about the rain being worse tomorrow. So as of right now, everything is just put on hold. So we're in rain delay of this game with the Eagles leading the Thunder 4-0. What we're going to do here is we're just going to shut down everything, close down the stream, pack up our equipment, get it out of this rain so we don't get something fried. And then I'm going to post somewhere on the website. If you go to HWSA.net, by the way, you will get all the updates there as well. In fact, that's the first place that you'll find out when these games will resume and what time. So if you go to HWSA.net, there'll be something there for you. If you can't get there or you forget about it and this is the only place that's up on your computer or you just want to check back here, I'm going to do my best when I find out from the HWSA what's going on to go ahead and post it on our site so that you'll know kind of when the broadcast will begin. This is kind of the nature of the beast when you're dealing with baseball, especially in Florida. You never know what you're going to get. Today, we got a ton of rain, and unfortunately, it's been that way most of the week. So we're going to wrap things up here. We're going to stop the stream for now. The beauty of this is you can go back, you can watch the first 2 or 3 innings of this game, kind of wait around to see what's going on or check back to the site, whatever it will be. When you come back to the site, there's going to be actually a different link up there for the game. We have to change it if we stop a stream, but it should be kind of the same setup that it is now. You'll see the team names up there and everything, and you'll be able to click on that. So you'll actually have to close out of the website and come back in order to get kind of the updated thing later on. As we said, we're in a rain delay, and it could be hours. It's going to be a minimum 2 hours before any baseball is played, and it could be 3, 4 hours. It could be all night. Nobody really has a good handle on how this rain's going to be. It's stretched out. We're in Auburndale, which is about halfway in between Tampa and Orlando. So if you go online to weather.com or something and you search for this area, you will see there is a line of rain and thunderstorms from here all the way out into the Gulf of Mexico. And that line is moving straight through here, straight through Tampa, straight through here, up through Orlando, and out the other side of Florida. And that does not bode well for playing a whole lot of baseball. Even if your first storm goes through and you get an hour or two of dry time, by the time you get the field ready to play, you could have a whole nother round of thunderstorms, and we could go through this again all night long. So in any case, we will wrap it up for here for now. We're going to pack up our equipment, get out of here, check back to the site. We'll let you know kind of what happens as things become available. For now, we're going to wrap it up. We'll resume this game whenever the HWSA deems fit to resume it. So for now, we will say goodbye. We'll be back with you hopefully sometime later this afternoon to finish up our Friday's worth of broadcast. We'll see you later. We hope you have yourselves a good afternoon. And keep checking back to the website for our updates so you know what's going on, and we will feed that information to you. For now, goodbye. We'll see you in a little while here on the Christian Internet Sports Network.